Dear students, in my previous video, I have taught you about sources of the Mauryan Empire, and basically I have discussed two literary sources and Asoka edicts and Sachi Stupa. After that, I would like to explain briefly the political history of Mauryan Empire. I think my students are familiar that who was founder of Mauryan Empire. So that person was Chandragupta Maurya, and very competent personality Chandragupta Maurya. So I'll start from here political history till Asoka. I'll discuss. Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of Mauryan Empire. Not much is known about his childhood, means many historical sources are available. They are telling about Chandragupta Maurya, but exact information is not available. Reference book are telling different explanation about Chandragupta Maurya. According to the legend, he had been dismissed from the service of Nanda who ruled before him. He met Kautilya at Takshashila. Kautilya, good. Kautilya, who later became famous as a Chanakya, was the son of Brahmin. Kautilya too was wronged by Ananda. One story is there that Dhananand was the ruler of Magad, and Magad was very prosperous state. Dear students, I have already communicated you. So many intellectuals coming for job, and in this series, Chanakya came from Takshashila and reached to Magad. It is said that he was humiliated by Dhananand, and finally Chanakya taken oath that I'll destroy your empire. He therefore joined hand with the Chandragupta to destroy the Nanda dynasty. Alexander, the Greek ruler, had conquered many states in the northwestern part of India very easily. After many initial failures, Chandragupta occupied Punjab in 322. A year later, in 321 BC, he attacked and annexed the Magad and made Patliputra his capital. With the help of Chanakya, he embarked on the consolidation process of his empire. In 306 BC, India was attacked by Seleucus. Dear students, you are familiar regarding Alexander, and one war fought between Alexander and Porus, and Porus was defeated by Alexander. I think this story you are very much familiar. Finally, Alexander wanted to occupy entire world, but he returned back from there only. He did not attack on Magad because he got information that Magad is very big state and army very competent, and basically he was very competent commander in chief. He had desire to attack on, but his army were frustrated. That's why he returned back from there. But when he attacked on Punjab and Sindh area, so some province he occupied, and he appointed his commander governor in those area. And when in 306 what happened? India was again attacked by Seleucus, one of the great army commander of the Alexander. Chandragupta Maurya defeated Seleucus. Just I have taught you in that time what happened when Seleucus attacked on India. So Punjab and Sindh area basically dominated by Chandragupta Maurya along with his Prime Minister Chanakya. So crushing defeat taken place. Seleucus was defeated by Chandragupta Maurya, and only this much reference is there. Helena, the daughter of Seleucus, got married with Chandragupta. In the only this much information we have. And how many Roman historians are there? They have not discussed about the battle of Chandragupta versus Seleucus. But it is said that Seleucus was defeated by Chandragupta Maurya. According to the treaty signed with the Seleucus, Chandragupta got Kabul, Kandahar, Herat and Baluchistan from the Greek commander. Seleucus gave his daughter Helen in marriage to Chandragupta Maurya, who in return presented Seleucus with 500 elephants. After this victory, Chandragupta Maurya appointed Pushpagupta as a governor of the northwest frontier province. He then proceeded to the south and captured some territory there. Chandragupta's empire extended from Kabul and Kandahar in north, west to Mysore in the south, and from Bengal in the east and Saurashtra in the west. Very large empire occupied by Chandragupta Maurya. According to the Jain tradition, dear students, he was a follower of Jainism. According to the Jain tradition, after ruling for 24 years, he renounced the world, he left the world. Therefore, he handed over the kingdom of his son Bindusar. Bindusar was his son, and Bindusar became the successor of Chandragupta Maurya. And he went to Karnataka. Sravanabelagola is situated in Karnataka, and there by Sanlekhana system. Sanlekhana system means a kind of a penance. If any person giving pain to his own body, how to give pain? To avoid meals, to avoid water, and after that people will die. That system is known as penance or Sanlekhana system. Basically, it will be practiced in Jainism. Why it was practiced in Jainism? Because in our day-to-day life, many sin means means wrong things we are doing, like violence. Sin here scenes with reference to the violence. Suppose I am driving car, okay, many insects will be killed. I am inhaling oxygen, so many germs, okay, will be killed. I don't know, but I have killed. So in Jainism, any type of violence not allowed. So how to get rid of this sin which we have done in our day-to-day life? So one path is there, penance or Sanlekhana. Means by that only we can regret for our pain, and after that we can get salvation. That is a system. And Chandragupta Maurya went to Sravanabelagola, and finally by penance he lost his life. So these information, very reliable information regarding Chandragupta Maurya. And after that Bindusar became his successor. Bindusar succeeded his father Chandragupta Maurya and ruled till 273 BC. The Greek historian Athenicus called him slayer of foes. Foes means enemy, means killer of enemies, and conquered many part of the South India. After the defeating 16 rulers during his rule, he faced a revolt in Takshashila. He was quelled by his second son Asoka, who was the governor here. Bindusar maintained friendly relation with the rule of Greece. And after that, the third personality is there, Asoka. Asoka succeeded to the throne after his father's death in 273 BC. On ascending his throne, Asoka took the title Devanampriya. Devanampriya meaning the beloved of the gods, and Priyadasi means the beautiful one. Asoka ruled up to 232 BC. And regarding Asoka, upcoming points will be taught by me in next video. So dear students, only 3 popular leaders, kings are there that will be given in your syllabus, that will be discussed by me. First one, Chandragupta Maurya, founder of the Mauryan Empire. Second one, Bindusar. Both were father and son, both were very competent. And the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya was also very much competent. And finally, Ashoka had a great position in the Indian history. So today only this much, dear students, and next day I'll come with another video. Thank you.